When you have periods of extended time not moving and training regularly, could be you've gone away for a holiday and weren't doing the usual regime of movement and training, or it could be you have been unwell for a while, or you're injured and you completely stopped. Could be for multiple reasons. When you're coming back into your training, it's going to be important how and what you do. A lot of times people come back into their training regime thinking back of the exercises, the weight they were lifting, and the intensity, basing it off of when they did it before, and try and mimic the same exercises, intensity, and resistance they're using when they start back up again and realize, oh my gosh, I can't do this. Right? Oh my gosh, it's heavy. Obviously. Because if you've had an extended amount of time of not training, could be cardio, could be strength, could be mobility, you will experience a drop in ability in all those things. And it's absolutely normal. So it's going to be important for you to scale back your mindset and say, okay, it's been a while since I've done this. Let me start with much less weight and see how it feels, and then gradually go up. If you're using resistance, if you're going to do your cardio, for example, a run, start with a walk, go to fast walk, slowly jog. If you're doing mobility and flexibility, like stretching, start with less of a stretch and slowly progress up. In this way, you will be able to sustainably and gradually increase that weight that you're carrying, or improve that strength and your stamina and flexibility in a gentle way that will reduce the risk of you getting injured. The thing is that when you have a mindset of saying, oh my gosh, I haven't done this for a while, and I'm going to use the same weight as I did before, then the risk of injury goes up. How often have we injured ourselves that we went to the same weight or very close to the same weight we did before, using resistance training or strength training as an example? We pulled our back, or our knee doesn't feel good the next day, and we wonder why, and we're out for 4 or 5 days. You're better off starting gentler, lighter, slower in your cardio, and be able to do more days of that and build it up quicker compared to doing one heavy one, having muscle ache from here to Timbuktu for 4 days. We call it DOMS, delayed onset muscular soreness. You can't train for 3 or 4 days. So check yourself, put ego at the door, and say, hey, no problem. I'm going to get back up to that original weight slowly, but I haven't lost everything, right? I can start out slowly and I'll build it out back again. And in that way, you'll be able to train more regularly, meaning more days during that week, for example, when you started, and be able to get back to where you were before. But if you get injured because you lifted a similar weight, then you may be out for a week because of muscle ache, or you could be out for with an injury or a strain or a pull for weeks or months. So we got to train smart, just not hard. We got to train thinking about, hey, how can I sustainably do this and get myself going in a manageable manner? So I'm coming out with this video because I know it's coming to the end of summer, and people are going to come back and they've gained weight and they're like, oh my gosh, I got to lose weight. And they want to do the hardest, most intense thing. And this is the time when we see the most amount of injuries, people struggling with muscle soreness, struggling with getting back on consistency because they went too hard too quickly after too long of too little. I hope that's helpful.